Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Man, I need to shave.
We'll get to it.
You want me to shave on the show this morning? Okay.
Why not?
All right. So I got a party watch. What is that? A watch party
A
started.
party watch?
Yeah.
A watch party?
Watch party.
A watch
right,
party?
Yeah. So I'm back in Indianapolis. I'd come home a little bit earlier just because, we talked about last Saturday, talked about a project that I'm working on and actually purchasing a property to create New Life Inc. Resource Center. And so I have that meeting this afternoon at 4 o'clock. So I'm pretty excited about it. I made it home safe and sound, Angela.
Obviously.
Yeah. I missed Prince a lot. I did.
For those of you who don't know who Prince is, it's his doggy.
Yeah, that's my dog. So
good morning, Tina. Tina's on time.
Oh,
check it out.
Good morning, Tina.
Good morning, Gary.
Good morning, Gary. So, guys, I'm FC. I'm with newlifeinc.com. If you haven't visited my website, please do. You can see some amazing stuff that we do here in Indianapolis. And I plan on spreading that message across the country and providing opportunities to our youth that they would not normally receive. And with me today is
Angela Marie, findyourpurposeandshine.com.
And together we are
the Angela Marie and FC Morning Show.
All right. So today's topic is start saying I will and you can, or I can versus and then you will. That's what it is.
Stop saying I can't and start saying I will.
Man, that word, Angela, I can't, is just something that I can never wrap my head around. It is like hearing fingernails across the chalkboard. We as people are set back in our lives because we put this in our mindset that we say that we can't do something. And the fact of the matter is that is far from the truth. Kind of like some of the stuff that Governor Wolf is coming out of his mouth. So sorry, I had to put that in there because I'm with this guy. But anyways, it is far from the truth. The fact of the matter is that you have this mental block that you are choosing not to. When you say that you cannot do something, you will not be able to do it. But if you say that you can, and the reason why I brought this up, guys, is that during the course of the week that I was in Pennsylvania, a lot of things were revealed to me. And some of the things that I seen and that I heard, first of all, like, I'm FC. And everyone was like, Angela, you've gotten it too. The FC were like, how does he spell that? Well, it is FC. So I started saying that a lot of people that if you don't know me and you started knowing me just because of the morning show, I shortened it as a branding tactic. I have struggled with my name my entire life. My name is Frankie Clark, and when I was in second grade, I made this big, when I got into sixth grade, I made this big stink, Angela, in front of my classmates that I no longer wanted to be called Frankie because it was just immature. And I thought, I didn't say the word immature. I just said, I'm older now and I want to be called Frank. And that was my father's name. I don't have a middle initial, so my father didn't have this imagination. But so instead of me saying that, I actually saying exactly what I stand for. So I came up with this. I didn't come up with this. God just give it to me. We were sitting on Angela's porch, and Tina, you were there, and I come up with F as in faith, and C is in Christ. And that's what I stand for. I have this strong ability to know that I can have anything in the world. All I have to do is ask. All I have to do is use my brain power that I have and say that I can. And I can tell you that, in my story, Angela, is that, I've shared some of it with you before, is that God has taken away so many fears. Like, I've known that I've had a calling on my life to be a minister and a pastor, and I was so scared to have a church. And at one point in time, I was an associate pastor at a church, but I was not ready for that responsibility. And then I ended up getting a job at LA Fitness. And if you guys don't know, that's a huge health facility, right? Where you can work out. They're all over the world. And I started off at the very bottom, and I worked myself up to where I was a district VP. And I ran multiple locations. I had hundreds of staff members that I was over. And that was one of my fears. And I'm sitting here, and God just says, well, I've got this big $11 million building. I've got 11 of them, and I'm responsible for generating revenue inside those buildings. And I was successful at it. I was hugely successful at it. I had a lot of fun, and I learned a lot. And that overcame my fear of, was I ready for that type of responsibility? Now, through that course of the time, I've also learned that building, I don't believe in the building anymore. I don't believe in the doctrine that they're teaching is because what I understand is to be a Christian is not being perfect. A Christian is going to hurt your feelings. We're just not perfect. And that's something that I teach. The word is a beginning. It's your foundation. So you actually get your faith. And there's so many times of people that I know that I'm around, and including myself, I'm guilty of it. I'm not perfect, right, Angela? You've heard me say I can't do something, right?
Uh-huh.
And
I was waiting for the I'm not perfect to come out.
But you correct me too, because I correct you too. Now,
Yep.
Angela does it more often than I do. I'm just saying. No.
So
I never get that look.
That look?
Yeah.
You know that look. So you guys, an FC, I don't know if you saw it yet. So I posted on my Facebook group, inside my Facebook group, Find Your Purpose and Shine, was that your mind is the most powerful thing. Be careful of what goes in your mind, because whatever goes in must come out, and whatever you hear comes out. So it's important that we do train our mind. And I'm a work in progress. We all are a work in progress. We will be until the day we die. It's not about being perfect. It's about striving to be the best version of yourself every single day, and being aware of that and having accountability through that. And, I have two incredible accountability partners in my life that I'm surrounded with on a daily basis, whether it's FC is here in Pennsylvania or he's out in Indiana. My neighbor, Tina, all day, like, I feel like she's in my ear constantly. And you know that, FC, like, she came up to your truck. Was it 2 nights ago? Because 2 days ago, I was having one of those days. Yeah. And she was like lecturing me. So, and for those of you who watched my live that night, 2 nights ago, that I was having a bad day, because being authentic and being real.
Lecturing her, I think that you were assisting her of pulling her head out of her ass. That's what you were doing. Sometimes it gets
you could be more direct.
I know she is rolling right now. She is rolling right now and shaking her head. Yes.
But it's facts, right?
I'm guilty of it too, Angela. I'm absolutely.
I've seen your moves. But here's the reality, you guys, is that FC, I'm sure you would agree with me, is that we can get in our moods because we're human. right? Because we're real and being real and authentic. And, you said to me, well, go live anyway. And authenticity is so very important, regardless of how you feel in that moment. But we don't need to camp out in our own negative mindset. And I think that it's being aware of it so that you can change it. And there's so many people, FC, that aren't aware of it. Am I right?
I think you're right. I think it also has to do a lot to do with what you're feeding yourself. If you can go on your Facebook feed and on that Facebook feed, all you see is negativity, that means that you are friends and following the wrong things. And that is that by a press of a button, as much as Facebook actually monitors and makes changes based off of your reaction, you guys have the same ability to change that. Not only on your Facebook feed, but think about the people that are in your life that are constantly that are negative, that are constantly stressing about their bills, about their family, and you get to hear all of that garbage. And guess what we do? Our natural thing is that people like to be associated with other people. So if you're associated with people that are negative and they struggle with finances, they struggle with family issues, guess what you're going to do?
You're going to do the same thing?
That's right. You have to eliminate it. And listen, I've said this time after time. We've had almost 21 episodes, and almost every one of the episodes I tell you is, listen, it is time to change people, places, and things. 24 episodes. It is time to change people, places, and things. You've got to eliminate those negative people. There's a simple box that I live in. And inside that box are the people that support me, motivate me, and push me forward for a greater today, a greater tomorrow. Those are the people that stay inside my box, that we're constantly feeding off each other, constantly motivating each other, constantly supporting each other. And then there are those people that I love and I respect, and none of that will go away unless they lie or steal from me. But they are outside of my box. Right. They have access to all my resources that I have. They can call me up, say, hey, FC, or hey, bro, or hey, Unc, or hey, Dad. That's right, I said Dad. Because even my own kids, if they are not, I've been teaching them since the day they were born. I've lived this way. I've lived my life. I've always tried to move forward. And if they are causing me to bog down, I will put them outside the box. They will have access to my resources, but I will not stick my neck out for them. It doesn't matter who you are. And you actually have to set that. It does not matter who they are. You are the most important thing that matters, your insides and your happiness. Because if you can't get yourself together, if you can't be happy yourself, you cannot make others happy. You're only going to make them miserable. And that's why I say it's more important for you to focus on yourself and start today. Focus on yourself, focus on your needs. Stop saying, I can't. Because you need to start saying, listen, guys, you got to get it. Get it to your body language. It's the key. Go stand in the mirror and see what you look like. I'm urging you, go to the mirror and see what you look like by saying you can't do something. Pick your biggest fear and look in the mirror and see what you say. Now, then I want you to turn the light off. In the bathroom, I want you to go complete darkness for 30 seconds. Then I want you to turn the lights on, adjust your eyes, and then look in the mirror and say the exact same fear that you had and say, I can, and see what the difference is.
Or I will.
Or I will. I can. And I say you can. If you say you can, you will. If you say you can, you will. It's that simple. You will. If you say you can, you will. Try it. If you are struggling with that in your life, this is a step that you can take, because I can tell you, like, how many times that I've gotten a new script or some kind of change in my life happens and I have to adjust to it. And what I've learned over the course of the years is to adjust for it fast. But what I do is I actually take the time. I look at myself in the mirror. I truly do. It doesn't matter where I'm in my car or if I'm at my house. It does not matter. I look inside the mirror to see what my facial expression is. Look at your body language.
Guys, he looks at himself in the mirror and thinks, I'm pretty good looking.
I don't do that.
Huh?
Don't believe that. I mean, I'm a pretty confident guy. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, we got to make it funny too. We can't be serious all the time.
Yeah, but you're trying. I'm not vain like that. I know somebody that is.
Listen who's getting all defensive.
I know, but we know somebody that gets in the camera like, what's up? You know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say
oh, yeah. It's okay. Even if you
He's hilarious. I love him.
I know. Too funny. I love it. Tina knows who we're talking about because she checks him out all the time.
You know what? I'll give it to him. He's starting to lean out too. He is starting to lean out.
Yep.
And
you guys, it's okay. Listen, so there's a difference between ego and confidence, or between conceited. How about we put it that way? So if you're conceited or versus confident, being confident is where you want to be. Being confident in your own skin, being confident in who you are. There was a time that I wasn't confident at all. I hated looking at myself in the mirror. And then what happened after that was, tons of negativity. Because when you're told those things or you're beaten down so many times, you start to feel like that about yourself. But then the more that you plug into personal development, the more that you have the right people in your life, the more you start to change. Hey, I was taller than you for a second when you were sitting back.
Wishful thinking. Goes back to the very first time I actually met her in public. I was like, "You're so little." That's the first thing I said, because that's the first thing that came to my mind. Because she look, you actually do look larger on TV than you do in person.
I don't like the word larger. How about taller?
Oh my goodness. She's 5, guys. This itty bitty. She's like this itty bitty thing.
Salome's affirming, I can do it and I will. I can do it. Look at her. She's like, she keeps saying in her feed. Yes, you can.
You sure can. So I got, hold on a second. I'm going to do something.
You're out of the camera, by the way.
Oh, here. There you
go.
All
I saw was your ear.
I need to shave so bad, man.
You guys, do you think that FC should shave on our morning show?
It's been a couple of days. The older that's what I hated about getting older is that of me actually having to shave. I don't know what happened. So I ended the watch party where we were at. I think people got enough information there. But listen, it doesn't matter whether you're an entrepreneur or not. These are some principles that you can add to your life. Angela and I are entrepreneurs. This is what we've decided to do. Have I worked for other companies? Yes, I have. But this is something that you need to do in your life. Is stop saying that you cannot do something and say that you can. And I promise you will. Start taking the steps today. Eliminate those people in your life that doubt you. You're going to have naysayers all day long. Angela, describe what a naysayer would say.
Describe what a naysayer would say?
Yeah, what would a naysayer say if you were trying to accomplish something? Both of us have experienced it. Tell me some of the things that a naysayer. Give me an example. When you first started doing direct marketing sales, what did you hear?
Oh, so much. Well, I was 20 years old. Was I? Hang on a minute. 21 years old. It was a month before Ethan was born. I was 8 months pregnant with him, and I made a decision to start working from home. And prior to that, I was getting scammed because I was looking at the wrong things. And I started with a health and wellness company and absolutely just love their mission. I love the types of products that they had, and I got really excited. And as soon as I started telling people about it, the wrong people about it, it was, well, isn't that one of those pyramid things? Or isn't that, illegal? Or isn't that one of those MLM, multi-level marketing? Or, and well, I don't think you can do that. I mean, you can't do that. How do you know you're going to succeed? Oh, I would just get out of that right now because that's never going to work.
Exactly.
Right? So my mentality is, if you tell me that I can't do something, or you tell me that it's never going to work, I'm going to prove you wrong. And so that's exactly what I did. It's exactly what I did. I was blown away. I got my first paycheck. Listen.
Yeah, but a lot of people are not like that.
There's not.
So
it's a personality trait.
How do you overcome it? For somebody that doesn't have that personality trait, how do you overcome the naysayers?
It's got to be in your mindset. You guys, you have to just be willing and to not listen to it. You have to learn how to block that negativity out. Because the reality is that if you continue to listen to those naysayers, you continue to listen to the negativity, you're never going to get to where you want to go. Ever.
I say
you will stay stuck for the rest of your life, and you will never accomplish your dreams, your goals, and your vision for your life because people told you you couldn't succeed. Now, let me ask you a question. FC.
Come on, I'm ready.
So, have you ever listened to people that had less than what you do? So, for example, here's what I found. Here's what I found in my, looking at the negative people, right? The people that don't have what you're going after. Meaning, I don't want to say that they're less than. I just mean so they have a job, like they work a full-time job. Maybe they're not quite there financially. They continue to go into debt. They're doing the exact opposite of what you want, right? And you're looking at the bigger picture and you're going after the bigger and better things, and you're following your dreams and your goals and your vision. So what I've found is the people that are negative are actually the ones that are jealous that you're moving forward and you're going after what you want in your life, right? So listen to me. So would you listen to someone that is hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, mainly credit card debt, personal loans, right?
Right.
And all of those things, okay, when you are further along than them? I mean, does that make sense?
I've never done that. I've never listened to someone. It doesn't make sense for me to go to somebody that has hundreds and thousands of dollars in debt, whether it's student loan debt or anything, any kind of debt, to go to them and ask for advice on how to get out of debt. If you're dealing with somebody that is I'm going to tell you right now, your biggest naysayers are going to be your family and your friends. Your family and your friends are going to be your biggest naysayers because you've attracted those people.
So in other words, why are you listening to people that don't have what you want? Or aren't on the right path to what it is that you want, right? If you're on the same path and you're on the same, then that makes sense. You're working together, you're communicating, but you don't have the naysayers, right? They're not naysayers with you. They are the people that are back here when you want to go over here.
Yeah.
It's not for you to go backwards. We need to surround ourselves with people that are going to propel us forward, that have our best interest in mind, and that are going to stand with us and not against us.
So back in the day when I was trying to find more people like me, we didn't have the internet. So guys, we've got the internet now. You have access to millions of people all over the world that are actually doing and moving forward in their lives that are positive that you can reach out to. Because you know, there's an app like for instance, while I was in PA, you know, I'm talking to someone about an opportunity, giving them an opportunity, and I kept hearing excuses. There is no excuses. You can literally, and at our very beginning of Angela and I's conversation, Angela, what did I tell you? If you wanted something, all you got to do is just, there's a call, it's called search engine. Type it in. You can literally just type in the words of what you're thinking.
You go, it's called Google and YouTube.
It is. Listen, I mean, I love Google. I love, now you're going to have a bunch of stuff out there that that's a bunch of BS. I get that. You're going to have to filter through that. But you're going to have to take the time to actually do your research. Like, I'll give you an instance. There's an app called Meetup. And Meetup, when you do the Meetup, it is not a dating site. It's not a hookup site. So fellas, that you're thinking that, oh yeah, no, it's not that. It is, it's actually all over the world. And you can type in what your personal interests are and what you're looking for. And there is a group out there of people that are interested or in the same position that you are. So right now, with what's going on in our world and our education system and how we've got working parents trying to figure out how they are going to be a working parent and a teacher, there are other parents out there that are in the same position that you are. Start a group. I just told this person, start a group. Search for those people that are in the same boat as you are and get together and support. You know, I've spent many years, Angela, studying different cultures. And, you know, some of the cultures, they got it down, you know, they help each other. We as Americans, we do. In the United States, we do. And anytime there's a catastrophic thing, we always come together. We always steadfast, except for COVID. COVID, they've allowed us to separate us. But yeah. Moving on is we've always come together. There's somebody just like you that is in your current situation that wants to make a change and a difference in their life. Or there's someone like you that wanted all those things and now has it, and they're out there. All you got to do is just search for it. If you don't know where those groups are, you can literally, you can go onto YouTube. We were talking about earlier what you are feeding yourself. At the very beginning of how your day starts, your first mind thought is pretty much how your mind's going to go for the day. Would you agree?
Yep.
So what are you feeding yourself from the moment that you get up? Not in your belly, but what in your mind? What are you feeding yourself inside your mind first when you get up? Whatever it is that moves and spins you into a negative and doesn't move you forward, change it. Start doing like I get up in the morning and I type in YouTube motivation. And through that, I go and I search through the videos and I wait and I press on one and I listen and I just pay attention. And it usually hits home with me and changes my whole day and gets me going, keeps me motivated, keeps me pumped up. It doesn't matter whether I wanted to work out or I wanted to increase my business or I wanted to help somebody. It's always figured out a way of me influencing. The other thing I use is the word. The other thing I use is prayer. There's all these things and options that you have to do. You just got to start saying, I can, and you will.
Yep.
All right, guys. We have
Your brother just said, I wake and bake. Farouk.
All right. Well, speaking of that, Farouk, I'll be on the phone with you this afternoon. I've got some information for you. I hope you and Mighty are ready to start working. I am going to let you guys know is coming up. We have to keep the show short this morning. Yeah. On a mission. We've got a big event that we're planning in PA in the month of October, and Angela's going to take those steps today to get us there. In addition to that, the month of September is rough for me, guys. So the plan is that I am, and the reason why it is it's right around my son's birthday. And a lot of you, if you're just tuning in for the first time, 10 years ago, I had a son that passed away. And so I'm going to take the time. So on our normal morning show, more than likely you won't see me visually, but I will most certainly try to where you can actually hear me. I'm going to go spend some time by myself in the mountains for a few weeks, and kind of like Jesus did, and do some soul searching, I guess. But oh, Yasha, hey Yasha, I see you joined us. But anyways, long story short, it's going to be the same day, same time. You just may not visually see me. I am shutting my phone off completely. I am not talking to anyone. Sorry, Angela. It is something that I need to do. I need to shut down. Guys, I've been going 7 days a week for months, nonstop, because I am on a mission. I cut my trip short in PA because I have a mission that I need to finish up here in Indiana. I'm determined and I am disciplined. I don't allow anything to get in my way, but I do have to shut down. I've got to shut down. And I'm excited about it. It's going to be a good time for me. Look at Angela. She's not excited.
No, we got to end this call because we got to get on the road.
All right. So, guys, watch the ending. Check us out on YouTube. We go live every Wednesday at 8:45 a.m. If you guys need some help, definitely reach out to Angela or myself. Hit our inboxes. If you'd like us to speak at one of your events, we're available for that too. Hit our inboxes on our fan page. We will rock their socks off for sure. We appreciate you tuning in this week. Check out my website, newlifeinc.com, and Angela Marie is going to take us out. I love you guys.
We will. Love you guys.